What's up guys, PhazonFlux here with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we discovered the hideout here of Team Rocket, and we obtained the lift key which will let us advance further in the dungeon. Now if you notice, I off-screen leveled up Nasus and Nami just a teeny tiny bit by fighting some of the rocket grunts that I skipped over in the last episode. But now that we have this lift key, we can continue on our way. Specifically, we're going to access the elevator that we could not access earlier. So I'll just take a little bit of finagling through these floor puzzles once more to get to it. But afterwards, we will be set. It's just like that, here we are. Now, floor 1 is the exit, floor 2 is where we are now, so the only option we have is to go down. And coming all the way to the left here, we get a free calcium, which is very nice. Now, upcoming, we have some mandatory battles, actually. I know you ruined our plans at Mount Moon. So either we fought this guy before, or he at least heard about what happened at Mount Moon. So he'll start things off with the Sandshrew. But, since ground beats fire, I'm going to swap to Maokai. So how have you guys been? I've been extremely busy as of late. Schoolwork is piling up even more so. Professors really love to take every opportunity they can to pile on as much work as they can fit into their schedule. And since the semester's about to end, they are about out of fun. So, since most professors love to give work, yeah, you can guess what that does to my schedule. But I don't want you to think I'm complaining too much because, hey, in all honesty, I'd rather be busy than bored. And I'm certainly not bored with my work. I actually enjoy it, so there's a little plug. Stay in school, kids. It's actually fun. May not seem like it right now, but it will reach a point where it is fun. You just gotta find what you're really interested in. Alright, so Maokai did a really good job against that Sand Slash, the evolved form of Sandshrew. I'm not sure if I talked... Yeah, actually I did talk about it in, like, part 8 or whatever. Whenever we left Mount Moon is when you could encounter Sandshrews. So I definitely talked about Sand Slash then. Anyways, looks like Nasus, despite being only one level higher than this Ekans, is actually doing a really good job against it. It's only taken 3 damage so far. And, of course, as soon as I say that, I take a lot more. But ultimately, Nasus is definitely holding his own now, and I'm very proud of him. Taking a little bit of extra time to level him up has really been paid off. Burned again. Quite literally, since I literally did burn your Ekans. How can you not see the beauty of our evil? Well, that's because there isn't any beauty in evil. That's why it's called evil and not beauty. But I digress. We got another Ekans to get through, and I think from what we saw last time, won't be a problem. I see normally Intimidate would be a problem for physical attackers, but since both fire and dark type moves are considered special in this game, Nasus is not hurt one little bit by having his attack drop. And that's exactly what I was hoping I'd get from using Bite, to get the flinch. If I haven't discussed it before, flinch is basically, if you hit the opponent before they get to make their move, and they are flinched, then basically it just skips their turn. It's like a one-turn guaranteed paralysis, but most moves only have a small chance of inflicting paralysis. And while I was explaining, I totally clicked the wrong Pokemon. That's okay, Nami is going to want some defense EVs anyways, but unfortunately she's not going to be able to do much to the Sandshrew since it is physically defensive. So, let's swap to the one I meant to swap to in the first place. Let's have good old Maokai. Finish off with the Razor Leaf. Now, I believe this trainer has one more Pokemon left in his inventory. And that is correct, an Arbok, the evolved form of Ekans. I find it funny that these trainers are essentially mirrors of each other. The trainer on the left had a Sandslash, and the trainer here on the right had Arbok. And both of those Pokemon are version exclusive on the one early route that I talked about just a couple minutes ago. So, I'm going to have Corky take down Arbok because ground beats poison, and even though NASA did a real good job against the Ekans, I don't feel quite so sure against sending him out against an Arbok just yet. Now, it's unfortunate that Corky got paralyzed there, as speed is his greatest asset. However, assuming he lands a Magnitude, I have no doubts that he'll be able to one-shot this Arbok. Magnitude, what, 6? That's on the weak side, but it is super effective, and I've got Stab. So, yep, just like that, it went down. Ness got a bunch of experience, and so did Corky. Ay. Alright there, Alpha 5. Alright, I just healed up off screen there, just cured Corky's paralysis. But who do we have here? So, I must say, I'm impressed you got here. Team Rocket captures Pokemon from around the world. They're important tools for keeping our criminal enterprise going. I am the leader, Giovanni. For your insolence, you will feel a world of pain. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Oh man. Alright guys, leader Giovanni. That's right, despite this not being the last time we'll see Team Rocket, we are taking down his leader right now. And he'll start things off with a level 25 Onix. That just screams for Maokai to enter play and show off a little Razor Leaf action. Alright. Glad Nasus didn't take any damage there though. Oh, and got a level up. Level 25. Those stats are looking pretty decent. I was trying to learn Takedown. Takedown has good power, but it's got pretty bad accuracy, and he takes recoil damage. So, overall, I'm not a fan of Takedown. But he's got a Rhyhorn coming up next, so time to send Nasus back in to get a little experience off it. But ultimately going to swap back to Venusaur so that there's a little more Razor Leaf action. Oh man, Scary Face. It doesn't really make sense why a Pokemon's speed would fall from Scary Face. Like, I'll be honest, if I saw something that genuinely scared me, my speed would go up as I am getting the heck out of that. I'm not just gonna stand in place. But Giovanni's last Pokemon is a Kangaskhan. Now this thing is genuinely frightening. It's a pure normal type Pokemon. It's got really good physical attack, but despite that, it's surprisingly hard to take down. So I'm going to have Zerath paralyze it to increase my chances of getting something off against it. So the bite didn't do too much, but that's because that was a special attack. Thunderbolt. Yeah, as you can see, Thunderbolt from Zerath only did about a third of its max health. My defense is lowered, so I do not want any of that. I'm going to swap to Corky, and hopefully he'll be able to finish it off. Another Tail Whip. But Corky is definitely going first. But can he one-shot? Not so sure, so I'm going to take the safe approach and go for Dig. Oh man, of course it's paralyzed. Now if this doesn't kill Kangaskhan, watch it be able to attack. Okay. I mean, it technically attacked, but it didn't one-shot me. Come on, good magnitude. 8. I like that. Hopefully that's enough to take it down. Alright, way to go. Good, on my practice run of this, I actually lost 2 Pokemon to this thing, so I'm really glad I didn't lose anyone that time. What? This can't be! I made bank. I see that you raise Pokemon with the utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. So, he leaves very ominously, but he leaves a Sylph Scope, which is a very key item. But we're not quite through, as there is one more trainer that we gotta take care of on our way out. It's technically skippable though, but I figure I might as well show you that he is skippable, because if you just run across like that, he'll definitely see you. Oh. Never mind, I'm wrong. you do actually have to fight him. Are you lost, little mouse? Yeah, you actually have to fight this guy because he unlocks the gate that's right in front of you. So, my bad. But after taking down the boss, it shouldn't be too much trouble to finish this guy off. Looks like, that's right, has an item. Not sure if I actually mentioned it in the video or not, but that's right, that is the nickname of our Meowth slave right now. Ooh, that sludge is doing a lot of damage. Okay, there's the Harden. I'm really surprised Nami's not doing more damage to this thing. But I guess she is an Eevee, so. Ooh, come on, you got this. Oh. Yeah, she's got to get out of here. She can't take it out like Miranda by herself. I'll let Nasus finish the job. As long as he doesn't get poisoned. Or take a critical hit. Whoa, that was pretty scary. Hopefully bites enough to finish it off. Whew, that was close. Let's see, coughing. Alright, I'll leave Nasus out to get the experience, but I'm gonna have to swap to someone else. Thinking Xerath, because Nami's too weak. And I've used a lot of Maokai this episode. Oh. Get paralyzed, son. Oh, Xerath is close to a level 2. But not quite enough to get the level. Why? Well, because I had more Pokemon than you. Oh, no. I can't let Nasus or Nami die. I must heal immediately. Ultimately, it doesn't really matter too much since I'm going right to a Pokemon Center, but just for the record, I don't want her to die. So I'll meet you just outside the Pokemon Center. Alright guys, we're all healed up, and as you can notice by walking around the city a little bit, we pretty much kicked Team Rocket out completely, so Celadon is now free to go back to its own thing. So the only other thing we have left to do in this city is to take on the gym leader. So, we actually need Cut to access it, just like for Vermilion City. There's the gym. Leader, Erica. Hey, this gym is great. Oh, you perv. Can't believe they put this in a Pokemon game. Like, it's not even funny. It's seriously not. But, unfortunately, looking at the time, I think it would be best if we completed this gym next time. So, I apologize for the shorter episode, but it'll be action-packed next time as well. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys then.